Well, hello, everyone. Oh, why we gotta do that? There we go. Mouse comes back in. Oh no, there we go.
Oh,
Welcome, everyone. So, what do you do when you find yourself questioning your life purpose and start wondering, is this all there is to life in reality? Well, the truth is that finding your passion and purpose in this lifetime is one of the most empowering experiences that you could have. But it's easy to miss out on all the opportunities to welcome it with deep reverence and gratitude when you get lost, get overwhelmed, and bombarded with stress, anxiety, and fears. So, what we want to do today is hand you two critical factors in the infinity matrix that can be used as building blocks to overcome obstacles and live life with more joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Stick around and let's pump some life into the heart of your existence so that you can show up more authentically in your everyday reality. Ross is going to strip it down to the simplest things that you could possibly do that will bring you into a complete alignment and vibration with the universal forces that are tapped into your wellspring of everything that's good in your reality. Then I'm going to take you on a journey of discovering and embodying whatever it is that could make every fiber in your body wake up in a state of bliss and empowerment every day. So that you can avoid the common traps that keep people from living far less than the greatness that's inside of them. So if you don't want to be one of those people, then you're going to want to lock in to episode 78, chapter 2 of overcoming the common challenges that prevent you from having more joy, happiness, and fulfillment in your life.
all right. Thank you, Gary. Welcome to Hacking the Infinity Matrix, episode 78, everyone. We missed you last week, so we're glad to be back. So, and
Why did
every
we
week,
miss him, Ross? Why did we miss him? What were we busy doing?
we finished last week the second, I don't want to say second annual, our second 5-day challenge. And
Hmm.
it was exceptional. We've got so many comments and so many people got jumping on board with that. It was absolutely amazing. These things just keep getting better and better. I don't know. Maybe we're getting better and better.
Absolutely. So if
That's
you
what.
missed it, well, I mean, there are still some replays going for another couple of days. So but you have to wait around for the next one when we announce it. But it was absolutely amazing. The
It
the
was.
transformations that people got was just off the hook.
Yeah, people are still calling us. People are still commenting.
Yep.
It's been
Hmm.
really, really good. So every week we go live on this channel, and with just a few exceptions. And our goal is to bring you content that inspires, intrigues, and even challenges the way that you interact with or perceive reality. We reach a global audience, and we love to acknowledge you for showing up and spending this time with us. We know time is valuable. So let's see where you're from. Go ahead and tell us in the comments where you're tuning in from around the world. Give us a heart, an emoji, a thumbs up. Tell us what country you're in, what city you're in. And we also have a special announcement. So next week, Gary and I are still going to be here, but we're going to have a third person, Mr. Eldon Taylor, and he is a PhD, an author, a speaker, and he's going to be joining us for a riveting conversation about the inner workings of the human mind. And I'm not going to go too deep into his background, but um, Gary, I don't think it's anything you and I have actually experienced. So it's going to be
Great.
really fascinating.
That's awesome. Looking forward to it as well. So we got Germany, we got UK. I know we got people
Oh,
from all over the place. So
oh,
keep throwing them in there and let us know. So today, I heard that it said that the heart is an inexhaustible source of love, life, and wisdom that can even surpass that of the mind. Now, did you know that there is a growing body of fascinating evidence that the heart is more than just a physical organ? That's right, it is. In fact, there's evidence to say that it has its own intelligence and is fully capable of transforming your experiences with money, health, contribution, relationships, and your evolution. So, what if there were ways to harness your heart's special powers of intuition, intention, gratitude, forgiveness, and unconditional love while pursuing your highest purpose and passions? Would your life unfold in the same ways that it did in the past?
I would,
I wonder.
and it
What?
has.
Yeah.
So, so we only have so much time on today's stream. So if you want to dive deeper into this topic as well, you can join us on Saturday morning on our segment called Down the Rabbit Hole. And it's where we invite you to join us on a live Zoom call, and that we have real-time interaction and interactive conversations. And you can ask questions, share your own insights, or explore past or future topics. It's completely open and flexible. It's a great growing community of people who are becoming fully responsible. Wherever this conversation starts, it is amazing. And where it ends, we have no idea.
No
We
idea.
really, really don't. The path has taken us along. It's easy to free to join. Just go. I think Gary's got it streaming on the bottom. hackingtheinfinitymatrix.com/rabbit hole to register for the Zoom link, and that'll just be emailed to you. Again, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. So we hear about how important it is to be grateful, to have gratitude for the things that we have. So, what is gratitude then? Well, gratitude's not a thing. Gratitude, it's not an action. Rather, it's a state of mind. It's not something you turn on only when you want something, or when you're trying to portray a particular facade. The concept of gratitude is one of manifestation and of simply being aligned with the universe and allowing yourself to truly feel the unconditional love out of which you were created. It's what you're made of. Unconditional love constantly radiates from the universe. And when you align with it, that is the feeling called gratitude. And all of this by simply, and I do mean simply, confessing to yourself and the universe that you are grateful for everything. Gratitude, gratitude is the great disabler of the ego. And oh, what a shame. That's just too bad. While at the same time, it's strengthening the soul, the spirit, self-esteem, and of course, your vibrational relationship within the infinity matrix. It's not something you have to say out loud, although people will hear it. It's not something you have to show to anyone, although people will see it. And it's not something you have to write down, although people will know it. It is, however, something that you have to genuinely feel, which ensures that the matrix will respond accordingly. It becomes a knowingness, a now, where you can go through life, experiencing your life in a state where you don't have to think so much about what it is you want to do. You don't have to realize or analyze so much about the things you would like to have come about and attract to yourself. Rather, you become that state of being, that knowingness, the state of being that you experience as a variety of sensations. Primarily along them is that sensation of acceptance and gratitude, that sensation of letting go, of knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that you don't even have to wonder that if you're supported, that if you're looked out for, that are you unconditionally loved? Because if you exist, then you deserve it. Through your existence alone, you have earned it. Gratitude is a sense, it's a vibration. It's the best of ways to express the concepts of excitement and joy, remembering they are simply the reflections of being aligned with the universe, and it can be expressed and felt in so many ways. It's like anything. Practice and use it enough, and it can be developed into an overwhelming sense of connection to nature, connection to infinity, to all that is around you, all through this state that's called gratitude. For with absolute gratitude, you can accomplish anything. Nothing can or will stand in your way. Absolutely nothing. So if this is the case, then why don't you always have this connection? Well, truthfully, you do. So our question to you, if you know you are connected, you know that gratitude will change the course of your life, then why, oh, why aren't you always in this state of mind? So be grateful to everyone and everything you ask. Like what? Well, you tell me. All right, fingers on the keyboards. What are you grateful for? Just boom, 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 right off the top of your head. Boom, boom, boom. What are you grateful for right now? Now is your chance to start practicing words, letters, emojis, whatever you want. Let us know. Let the world know. What are you grateful for? Are you grateful for somebody that's on here? Then tell them. Are you grateful for the fact that you just woke up this morning, breathing, and put it down?
Yeah, we had a
What
ton
are
that
you?
came in. Hold on. They got faith. We got, oh, sorry, health, prosperity, everything with the heart, eyes to see, absolutely family, my senses, legs
Oh,
to walk. Yeah, things we take for
walk.
granted sometimes, right? Just the air we breathe. There's so many things we take for granted. And it's about bringing awareness back to those things and becoming more in gratitude for them. And that's really what we want you to bring back into your awareness. That's awesome.
There we go. Fantastic. Great job. So gratitude can be considered like being in a state of grace. And regardless of which context you choose to use with this, many people say it's being humble, yet expansive. It is feeling of the universe in your heart. It is knowing that all things are contained within you. It is beyond being in gratitude, but rather being gratitude. Encompass it, absorb it, and radiate it out from every part of your being. This is a relationship to all of nature, all that is, being grateful for the opportunity of all the experiences that you have. It's being grateful for the consciousness of reality, whatever form it takes, to give you the information that you need by being whatever form it is. The grass, the rocks, animals, a person, the trees, the stars above. Gratitude for all of it. Infinite gratitude opens you up, and then the universe opens up to you. Absolute gratitude is the ultimate centering. It's a surrender. Yeah, I know. Such a scary word, surrender. But in turn, it's an incredibly powerful act where we think we are giving up or losing control. We're actually becoming even more powerful. You see, the truest, most powerful way to experience any relationship is to allow yourself to be vulnerable. This, my friends, is where many of you are lacking. You're lacking in trust, trust in the universe. You're lacking in strength in yourself, lacking in a positive outlook in life. It is the feeling of that lack of connection that erodes your vision of what you want to be when you want to be it. It is the placement of expectations that creates a disruption in the flow of gratitude, both from you and to you. Your state of grace, a state of gratitude, a state of love is the greatest advantage to that flow. You see that gratitude creates the possibility to become transparent and effortless in your creation, and that your gratitude becomes the engine of creation of your reality. With a properly tuned engine, creation seems like you're not doing anything. It just happens. That's gratitude. The joy of being given the gift that you have been given. The joy of being allowed to share and experience that gift in a way that, or in any way really, that you want it to be, that you wish it to be. That's gratitude. So when we talk about gratitude and the response that gratitude has to everything in the universe, we're talking about the connection of everything in the universe. As you sit there, you are connected. Then you'll have these moments in time, powerful moments, when your inner being is super connected with flowing thoughts right into you. It's just cuddling up to you. It's like a puppy or a kitten. When you scratch them behind the ear, they kind of push into you because it feels good. They are grateful. Your super connectedness is the infinity matrix leaning into you. It's the same. It's like a cosmic appreciation. It's grateful. It feels. It wants to give more. And every day, more of that connection, it happens. An explosion in your mind continuing at every moment, every day, every month, every year. And the satisfaction of it is getting a piece of it where that feeling of clarity comes. That satisfying feeling in your hands of the clay, of the creation of your own experience. Okay, so let's pause for a moment. I want everyone to exhale, just taking a little deep breath, and I want you to exhale kind of with a sigh, kind of like, come on, let's do it, everybody, right now. One more time. Did you feel that release of tension and that anxiety? This creates the perfect moment, a micro moment to pause and be grateful. And I'll explain the details in next month's upcoming Master Lab of what's biological happening when you do this, because it's something that we're designed to do. But for now, just savor it, be grateful for it, and begin a daily ritual of doing this as much throughout the day as you possibly can. Just so when we're in
Not,
gratitude,
let me just kind of, but not as an exhaustive exhale,
yes,
right?
exactly.
More as an appreciative, just being settling into it, and that's where the release comes into it. It's just releasing into the moment.
Correct. So when we're in gratitude, it becomes a magical expression that acts like a relief valve for anxiety and anger and frustration, which science has already proven are some of the major causes of illness in society today. And since we already understand that stress, pain, anxiety can alter our brain chemistry, as well as the release of stress hormones into our body, and the body's inability to physically cope with this continual bombardment, you again have to ask yourself, why am I tolerating this? Why am I living in this low energy mode of life 70% of the time, maybe more? Am I addicted to this? What's the deal? As where the practice of gratitude changes your entire gene expression and improves the immune system's creating a better coherence between the heart and the brain, and expands your energy field to its absolute fullest. And after all, how can you have anxiety for something when you're grateful for it? How can you be angry at something or someone when you're grateful for them? And how does frustration build when gratitude supersedes it? See where this is going? Think of the vibration of gratitude like a carrier wave. It can only carry a particular type of signal, which brings structure to the formless and allows existence to recognize all of the mirrors your reality has to offer. As where most people don't really understand gratitude, alignment, or continuity. They can only describe people that are focused upon what is only in a world that represents the norm, the regular, the familiar. And the idea here is not face reality, because when you face existing reality, you just regurgitate what you experience. And we want you to create new realities. We want you to own the reality you've created and let it come out where you can explore and enjoy the unfolding of it, and others can witness it with you. And this only happens when you're allowing yourself to be so reflective and so clear that all images can be reflected from you. All states can be reflected back to you. And you can be whatever you want, when you want to be, at any moment. You, as the creator, the artist of your reality, you are now the sculptor, while also being the clay.
Yeah, but then the question becomes, what is the purpose of the sculpture? What is the purpose of the clay that I am?
Exactly.
Right? And how do I know for sure something is my purpose and passion? What if I'm wrong? What if I end up dissatisfied with my life and what I've achieved? And with a long list of other questions that can inspire and or deflate your authentic, spiritually evolving life force. And sorry to say that once your soul gets wind of those types of questions, it latches onto them, or they latch onto that place inside of your body, mind, spirit that is untouchable but completely knowable. And the words sing to you, they whisper, and sometimes they even shout to the rafters. What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why have I been given the gift of existence at this time with these people in this place? What am I, or what could I be passionate about? Has anyone here ever found themselves just laying in bed in deep thought about purpose, passion, and the meaning of life? Or driving down the highway and your mind just wanders out and start to think about that? Or in the middle of work day, just kind of lost in thought and you get caught up in that? I mean, I think we all have to some point. And if you haven't, then there's a chance at some point that you might come into that type of experience. And I know I have on many occasions. And sometimes I get insights. Sometimes I just get a void. It's like there's no thingness. And that no thingness is filled with potentiality of everything. But mostly, I ask to keep my reticular activating system searching and assessing if what I'm doing, who I'm being, and who and how I'm evolving is in alignment with my authentic self or not. So what I've come to realize and accept is that the answer to those types of questions don't always have to be earth-shaking in order to be authentic and true. And and that does seem to be to be contrary to what many people expect. They have this expectation of grandiose, human altering passions and purpose to propel them out into the world. Right? And if it doesn't show up like that, well, then it can't be a true or authentic, and certainly it can't be for me. I mean, how could my purpose or passion be as simple as driving 2 hours to my favorite pizza joint? That ain't spiritual, is it? That ain't making a difference in the world, is it? And this is one of the challenges that prevent you from having all the joy, happiness, and fulfillment you could ever ask for. So start looking at your preconceived ideas about how things should be, how people should act, how they should behave or speak, or about how or when things are supposed to happen. And if you find yourself setting up certain rules for how any area of your life or any experience is allowed to be experienced, then understand that you are setting yourself up for a steady stream of disappointment. Now, we talk often about being in the place that we call the CCP, all right, or the choice convergence point. The point of existence where you become aware of the infinite amount of choices that are available to you at any given moment in time. And from there, considering the impact or effect of those choices that you are attracted to, as well as the ones that are outside of your normal references of reality. And then play with those. Play with those choices until you connect with the one or ones that set off the purest vibrations and they completely fit with the essence of who you believe yourself to be in this moment. So how about we play a little game of what if, then what? Okay, it's a game I like to play with clients all the time. It's where we ask the question, what if? So it's a question of potential realities and then consider the implications. Well, what then? Okay, so you could tell us in the comments if anything arises for you or if you choose to, but mostly you want the freedom of your creativity and logical mind to mingle and dance with the questions, anticipating but not really expecting any answers in any specific ways to join the party. Because what if there was a way you could fully open up? I mean, fully open up to the potential of your infinite self. And in doing so, You just allowed yourself to go deep inside your soul, where you found a place where all the solutions to your everyday life reside. What then? What kind of solutions would you allow to surface up into your reality? Would that open up pathways in your mind or in your reality to lock into what you are truly passionate about? Or get you excited about the path you were meant to be on? Are you truly ready to take that kind of journey each and every day? Can you imagine the absurdity of actually searching for that passion? I mean, creating and designing it, or once you found it, you treasure it with gratitude and reverence, so that every day you wake up with a strong and powerful burning desire to just live on purpose to the best of your ability for as long as you are capable. What then? Sometimes your passion and purpose is like a long lost, forgotten self, and it's just waiting to be remembered. And if you listen carefully enough, you might hear that inner voice waking you up to take that journey of passion, of drive, and desire. You may even wonder what it would be like to explore the vast reservoir of experiences that you've had in the past. And in doing so, you come across stuff that you didn't even notice before, bringing to the forefront how synchronistically important even this moment is to allow a whole new way of being to begin. Creating your passion that fulfills life that you've been yearning for. What if? What if all that thinking about and imagining things that are of deep interest to you is exactly the catalyst your mind needed to be going on in one direction and in an ordinary everyday state of being before completely transforming for some mysterious reason? Before you know it, your mind could become deeply touched by those mysteries, all those wonders, and the beauty of life itself. What then? You have those experiences where the whole world, for a time, just stops. And it's like you were given or you created an opportunity to just let yourself go, surrender, knowing it's an incredible thing that's yours to experience. Imagining all the different things, the infiniteness of choices that could and that will trigger joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Sometimes even when you least expect it. And then bringing a wonderful flood of joy, a wonderful flood of excitement, a blissful feeling of freedom. And I know I'm just talking a bunch of what ifs and what thens, but can you imagine the excitement and the passion that deep down, knowing that self-love and satisfaction are peak experiences that you can have too? And you can have it often as you live on purpose. Do you truly think that you're ready for that? What if those types of exist? What if that type of existing were to spread throughout the world as quickly or faster than the fear and the limitations you've been so conditioned to welcome into your arms? What then? We're here to say that it is possible, but it begins with you. It begins with you being ready. It begins with you owning your truth. It begins with you setting the example of following that truth and passion and purpose and allowing a path for those who may be uncertain to explore and find what's right for them. So we leave you with all of that and remind you to dare to be exceptional. Implement what you learn and learn from what you implement so that you can continue to master the art of designing your reality. And remember that on Saturday mornings, we've got a really awesome session where you can come and join us for live conversations where we can go deeper into the topics that we talk on Thursdays, where we can go really wherever the conversation needs to go. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific time. All you need to do is go to the link below, register for the Zoom link, and then set your reminders to get you up on time so that you don't miss anything. That's all you need to do. So go on out and have more joy, have more passion, have more fulfillment in your life. It's your choice.
And be
So thanks for
grateful that
joining us,
you have the
everyone.
ability to do that.
Yes. And thanks for joining us and for sticking around. Till next time, be well, be kind, and be your true authentic self. And remember,
Thank you,
next
everyone.
week we've got go ahead, Ross, you want to tell about next week? Reminder again?
Dr. Eldon Taylor.
Nice.
You can look up. He's got a plethora of books. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit, just a little bit. He's a PhD. He started his career as a criminalist. So he really, really learned how to get into people's minds, to understand how all of this works. And he's got a program called Inner Talk. Hmm, Inner
That
Talk.
doesn't resonate with us at all.
Doesn't resonate with us at all.
That's going to be totally out of the box.
It'd be really freaking cool. It really is. I've been wanting to talk with Dr. Taylor for a long time. I've read a number of his books. You're going to love it. He really is just an interesting, interesting man.
And then keep
So
your eye on the post. Next month, we've got our Master Lab. We're going to be announcing that we're going to be doing. You'll be able to jump on that. We'll talk more about that in future streams and also on the rabbit hole. So be well, everyone. We'll see you on the next stream.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.